What if the quiet strength of your grandparents held the key to understanding today's world? Join me as I uncover the untold story of my own grandparents, two ordinary people whose extraordinary fight shaped not only my family, but the future of generations like mine. This isn't just history, it's our heartbeat. My grandparents came of age in a time when the world seemed designed to break them. The 1940s through the 1970s, a period marked by segregation, limited rights, and invisible barriers that touched every corner of Black life. They lived through the weight of Jim Crow laws in the South and the silent discrimination that followed them north. Getting a job wasn't guaranteed, voting wasn't safe, and dignity had to be fought for every single day. Yet through it all, they woke up early, worked long hours, and somehow still found the strength to dream. Dreams of owning land, of sending their children to college, of being seen as equals in a world that refused to see them at all. They didn't just survive, they planted hope where no one thought it could grow. Every generation faces its defining moment. For my grandparents, it came when they decided silence was no longer an option. My grandfather joined local organizers demanding fair housing. My grandmother risked her job to help neighbors register to vote. These were not loud revolutions. They were quiet acts of defiance, carried out with trembling hands and unshakable hearts. They faced intimidation, threats, and loss. But even when fear knocked, courage answered. Because dignity isn't given, it's claimed. And that moment, that choice to stand tall became the cornerstone of everything our family would become. After every storm, they rebuilt, not just homes, but lives. When doors closed, they built their own. When schools discriminated, they taught us at home. When banks denied them loans, they pooled savings with friends and started small businesses. They didn't call it activism, they called it survival. And somehow, through small victories and unspoken prayers, they turned struggle into structure. Their quiet strength became the rhythm of our lives, one generation teaching the next that resilience isn't about never falling, it's about rising anyway. Every opportunity I have today is built on their unseen sacrifices. My education, my voice, even this story. All of it is possible because they refused to give up when the world told them to. Their legacy isn't just in the photos on the wall, it's in the way I speak, the way I care for others, the way I keep pushing forward. Their lessons, perseverance, community, justice, still guide me every day. And as I look around in 2025, I realize their fight never ended. It simply evolved. Because every protest, every movement, every young voice demanding equality, it all echoes from the courage they carried decades ago. Their story isn't a relic of the past, it's a roadmap for our future. Now it's our turn to carry the torch. To build communities that uplift instead of divide. To stand up against injustice, not just when it's easy, but when it's hard. To make sure our children inherit not just our freedom, but our purpose. So today, I ask you, what legacy are you building? Because resilience isn't something we're born with. It's something we inherit, protect, and pass on. Every family has a story, but some stories redefine what it means to be strong. My grandparents' journey wasn't just their fight. It was the foundation for ours. And as long as we remember their lessons, their light will never fade.